Sorry about that. Sorry about that. I forgot how to press record at the beginning of the conversation. My bad. Anyway, go ahead.
Um, I forgot what I was about to say. I guess, yeah, you could say that, but I guess I didn't realize that I was depressed for like or I guess 3 years after that.
Hmm. Hmm.
Well, I didn't. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, I was showing depressive symptoms as early as 14. I was showing the signs of anxiety as early as 12 because my first day of sixth grade, I didn't ride the bus because I thought it was the wrong bus I was getting on. And I was going to a new a school without my friends. So I didn't get on the bus. And it turned out to be the right bus, believe it or not.
I
Um,
did that one.
you did.
Texas.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But there was an incident that took place in seventh grade where I had my shorts pulled down while trying to get off the bus. Um, they would always stick their legs out. I sat in the back of the bus. They always would stick their legs out, impede my progress. And I said one day, I'm going to force my way through them. Well, in the process of forcing my way through, they pull my shorts down, and the entire bus laughed, and I felt tears coming on. So I held it just long enough to where I got off the bus. Then I cried all the way, all the way home. So yeah, so yeah. Would you say your depression kind of led you to the meth addiction?
Um, I don't think I don't think so. I think it's
Yeah.
just that I am very easily influenced.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I think that
Yeah.
it was around me a lot and somebody offered it to me, and after so many times saying no, I finally said yes.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah. I remember asking one of my friends who um who um smokes. I asked her. I said, "So how did you start?" She said, "Well, I tried it." Oh, oh. So, did you think that if you tried it once, you said, "You know what? I've tried it once. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I'm going to be addicted to it."
I
Yeah,
thought that. I
yeah,
really did.
yeah, yeah. Um, and so you moved back to Arkansas. Um,
Hmm.
real fresh my memory. You moved back to Arkansas after you graduated high school, right?
I graduated in May and I moved back
Okay.
like a couple of weeks after.
Okay. Okay. And you came to Memphis in 2015,
19.
19. Okay. Okay. 29.
No,
Yeah. Was April there before or you? Was April already at UPS? I don't remember.
yeah, well, yeah, she worked at UPS, but she was on day sort and she got
Ah,
transferred to sort after I started.
okay. Okay. Because there were times where I would see you two walking together, and y'all two just cannot pull yourselves from each other. You, you two
That's
cannot
my
pull yourselves away from each other. I think he got no hold this about that. Um, now you met How did you first come across April?
She was at the front, or they put her on some trucks in front of me, right in front of me when I was loading T Dave, when I was loading his truck, and we just started talking one day, and we
Yeah.
just clicked, and yeah, we've talked every day since.
Okay. Okay. Um, because I can remember one instance where, looking back on it, I probably should have stopped. I probably should have stopped her, but it was the start of one morning, and I remember Ebony was talking to her. Obviously, something was said that was not liked, and I remember standing down at the end. She walked right past you. You asked her where she was going. She went home, and she walked right past me. She walked right past me. But but yeah, but yeah. When I was in high school, when I was in high school, I had, I was called OG. Okay. Now, for people who may not remember, OG for old heads, you may think of original gangster. Okay. But believe it or not, I didn't always have two front teeth. I didn't always have two front teeth. Okay. And it stemmed from that bike accident. So, um, when I returned to school, the kids were calling me old grandpa. Okay. They called me old grandpa. Okay. They called me old grandpa. It was a name that I could not stand. It was a name that I could not stand. I hated it with a passion. I hated it with a passion. And it just built so much anger inside of me. It just built so much anger inside of me that when I graduated high school, it was bittersweet, because sweet to be graduating, bitter over what had happened. Led to anger issues, depression, and eventually also suicide. I want to ask about your recovery. Have you ever seen the movie New Jack City?
One time, but it was a long time ago. A
Okay,
long.
okay. I'm bringing this up. um, there's a scene um, where they're walking on the beach, okay, and Pookie, who was played by Chris Rock, we also had Ice T, Margot Van Hamp, Evil's. I forget the name of the other actor, but he said, but Pookie had been rehabilitated, okay, and he had went undercover at CMB with the Cash Money Brothers, okay, and they were walking on the beach, and Mario Van Hamp says, "I don't think your boy Pookie is ready to be in a room full of crack." And so then Pookie says, "Man, man, I was ready. Do I look ready? I was born ready." And so then Mario Van Hamp was just like, "I'm gonna get instant, but it's your call." And the other cop went like, "Your funeral, okay?" And so then Ice T said, "This is where the pressure was crushing." He said, "You better be ready, homeboy." Says, "You owe a lot of people. You owe me. You owe yourself. You even owe my mother." He said, "That's right. Little whacked out junkie in 1974 took my mother's life. Didn't take no drugs. Didn't take no guns. Just pow." You know what I'm saying? Took her life. Then he said, "Now I don't know what you got left in that rehabilitated little body of yours, but you better find something because you owe him. You owe him, Pook. I watched that scene and it was like the pressure just came. Like the pressure just came. And a few scenes later, and a few scenes later, I guess the pressure got hot to him because he fired up a pipe. So he actually ended up being discovered by CMB as a undercover cop, and he died. You didn't have anybody who put that type of pressure on you, saying like, no, you owe you owe me, you owe this person, you owe this person, you owe this person.
No,
Mhm.
no, no.
Yeah. So they were all in encouraging. They were all in encouraging, very supportive.
Well, they weren't mean about it, but at first they were encouraging. And they did do everything that they could do, to help me. But, after helping somebody so many times and them just going back to the same stuff, they just quit talking to me really altogether. So I didn't see them hardly talk to them or anything. Uh so that part did suck, but at the time I didn't care, I guess, because
Mhm.
I was high all the time. So
Yeah. Um, Now I've never been in a mental institution before, but I have read books on Kevin Hines, um, guy who jumped off the Golden Gate Bridge, survived, survived. Yeah, jumped off the Golden Gate Bridge, survived. Now he's like a successful author. Um, what was it like in what was it like in the mental institution?
well, the actual like mental institution, I cannot remember the name of it.
Yeah,
It was in Texas. It At the time I thought it was like really bad,
yeah,
because I just didn't want to be there. But
yeah,
looking back, I think it was a good thing, but it was
yeah.
I just didn't think that it was the place for me because there were like really crazy people there, and I'm not crazy, I'm just sad. and
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and
Right, right.
really out of place,
Mm,
and a little scared of a couple
yeah,
of people.
yeah,
But uh
yeah. So that's when you can't hang the so that's when you can't hang the Memphis.
no, that was when
Okay,
I was still, I think I was 16 or 17 then.
okay.
So I was still in Texas,
Hmm.
and then when I graduated, and then I went to Arkansas
Okay,
in 2016.
okay, okay. Um, but you did hear say but you did hear come to Memphis to get clean, right? You-
Yeah, because
Okay,
I
okay.
really get clean, and I tried a lot, and it's just where I'm from. That's all that's down there is meth, and it's just hard. I'm just not mentally strong enough, I guess, to be around it and not be able to do it. So I came here.
You know what? You know what? You said you were addicted to the meth, okay? When I was around 9 or 10 years old, I was exposed to porno, believe it or not. Okay. This then one of the next door neighbors' kids invited me over. You want to watch TV? Sure. Thinking we're going to watch sports, cartoons, no normal stuff for 9 10 year He wrote, instead, he pulls out, instead, he puts in the tape. And it's a man and a woman doing the nasty. Okay. So the mother eventually came in and said, turn that off, turn that off. She eventually came in and said that. The next day, a girl in the class that I liked, a girl in my fifth grade class that I liked, the stuff that I saw on that tape, I dreamt about doing to her. Mind you, I'm 10. Mind you, I'm in the fifth grade, okay? I'm in the fifth grade, okay? And so that kind of morphed into, so that had eventually morphed into a full-blown porno addiction, okay? And it wasn't until my 30s, it wasn't until I was in my early 30s, and I finally said, this stuff is boring. It took me about 20 years. It took me about 81 years to say, this shit is boring. It's boring. Well, what's the point? What's the
Yeah.
point? And you mentioned that you were not mentally strong enough to be around meth. I'm not mentally strong enough to be around porn. So,
Yeah.
oh yeah. Um, believe it or not, when I first came to UPS in December 2012, so the end of 2022 will make 10 years, believe it or not. I've been in there since 2012.
Wow.
So my first 4 or 5 years there, I was misload prone, erratic, and I often came in late, okay? And back then, if you had like 4 or 5 misloads, you heard about it. Something was said to you. Something was said to you. So mentally, I'm thinking, oh, so if you mess up enough, they hit you with paperwork. Then they hit you with paperwork again. Then they hit you with a possible termination notice. Okay. I've gotten that letter so many times. I can't even begin in the count. I've gotten that letter so many times I can't even begin in the count. Okay. And you can ask CEJ or Cindy about it. You can ask CEJ or Cindy about it. They'll tell you. But instead of focusing on what I had to do, I just said, I came in and said, the focus was, I can't get hit no bit. It slows, instead of just working through or what or not. And you can ask CEJ or Cindy. They'll tell you. You know, if you had me his loads, Cindy would shake her fist like this. She would, yes. She would walk by and say. So getting those letters, I said to myself, I would just rather shoot myself rather than go through the humiliation getting fired. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I remember those days. So I remember those days. What was your early experiences at UPS?
Horrible.
Yeah.
I always called in, and I
Yeah.
was always. Yeah, I'm surprised I got promoted.
Oh, really? You got
Yeah.
promoted? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Okay. Um, 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 you know, I rarely talk. rarely talk. I never talk. Okay. What I try to do is I try to use my body language. I try to use my body language to let other people around there know what I think about them. Okay. So there are certain people who shall remain nameless. There are certain people around there. I use my body. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use my body language to let them know if they're paying attention, to let them know how I feel about them. So, so, and I know, and I know, notice this. When UPS brings in new people, specifically on the Metro One, I know that ain't nobody going to be sent my way. No new hire is going to be sent my way. No new hire is going to be sent my way because I think management knows something that they don't. Am I all right?
I don't send nobody down there because I know you. Well, I'm not gonna say I know you don't like to talk, but I just know you don't talk. So, and I know that if you wanted to talk or like to talk, you would. So clearly you don't want to. So I'm not gonna make you.
You know, but it's kind of funny because I bet people around there say, I bet people around there say, well, he's the complete opposite off when he's out of work. I'm the complete opposite. But I think a reason why I don't is because of the early years, what I went through. I want to focus. I want to concentrate on my work. No, that's the main reason why. That's the main reason why. I just want to focus. I just want to concentrate on my work. And no, no. So and some people know how to stay off their phone. Some people don't. So yeah. So yeah. But anyway, it was finally glad we got to do this.
Yeah. Yeah, it took long enough.
I know, right? I know, right? And all it took was a brand new laptop. So, all right. I know you got things to do. I know I have things to do. So I'm going on ahead and just peace and see you next week.
All right. Have a good weekend.
All right, you too.